Guys, recently somebody asked me, they said, do you believe that a human being can read their own soul contract? In other words, do you think a human being can tap into the details of the story of their soul, which include the journey of their life and all of the steps in their trajectory and all of the nuances and details of their journey from birth until death? And I said, I don't doubt that the soul knows. I don't doubt that the soul knows, but I do strongly doubt that a human being, while in mortal form, operating from their brain, can eliminate the wall of ego and fear and all of the other inherent characteristics of being mortal to tap in to that soul knowledge. So I believe that in the spiritual realm, after death, when we're back in the spiritual realm, though, we will know everything. We'll have the answers to everything. But here I don't think we do. So it becomes very, very important in the journey of our lives that we try to go with God's flow. And there is a flow to God. And in that vein, I've come to realize that so many situations in life and so many people that we meet, they mean so much more in our life journey than we realize at the time. Everybody comes into our life for a reason. You think about the billions and billions of people that you'll never meet, yet you have to ask yourself a question: why do you cross paths with a certain person? And it's never by coincidence, always for a reason. But we don't always know at the time. But to get the most out of this, but to realize what people are teaching us, how they're helping us learn or grow at any given moment, we have to surrender to God's flow and to the idea of divine appointments. Sometimes in life, guys, you just cross paths with a person for a single word, a single thought, but that thought they give you, that observation, that idea, that word, that compliment, that insult, whatever it is, can mean all the difference in your life. So we have to try to understand that while we go into a given situation, as human beings, we go into a given situation with an expectation based on our mortal thoughts, that God always has a higher purpose. You won't trump him in his chess game, if you want to use the chess game analogy. I know Vladimir Putin thinks he's pretty smart, and he's a pretty good chess player, clearly, maybe one of the best on the international scene. He's usually 20, 30 steps ahead of anybody else. But God is a few billion steps ahead. In fact, he's not behind or ahead. He's already there. He was, is, and will be. So he's already there. Let's surrender to that idea and try to take a moment to think. After the fact, what did that person teach me? How did that person help me to learn, to grow, to evolve? What did they mean? What do they mean in my life journey? What do I mean in their life journey? Not to be totally selfish about our thoughts. How can we help them in their evolution? What do they need from us? What do we need from them? And then we can better understand the idea of divine appointments. Thanks, guys.